good to go?
I'll take a little scoot closer too.
Yeah, no, all right. Just you see yourself in the camera?
Yeah.
That one I know you're in. I'm
Alright.
in this one. We're fine. Yeah, thank you for doing this again. That was so annoying. That literally, I thought it was because Andrew when he walked through last time.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, because they do autofocus.
Yeah.
It just went dark, and so I was like, well, I have no idea how to fix this. So I was like, fuck it. I think I could get you to come back. It's not that big of a deal.
No, I don't live too far away. Yeah.
No. Should we just recap what we said the last hour we did this? What we talked about? Meal prep. You're the second athlete, the second Baumgardt boy.
Yeah.
And we talked about meal prep for a while, I think.
Yeah, we talked about like food in general for a while.
And how sauce saves the day.
Yeah. Actually, today I went out to eat and I had chicken and waffles. Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
It's like a weird combination, and they had like a spicy sauce on the chicken too, which was I've never had that before with the spicy sauce. It's pretty good.
I have this weird thing. So chicken and waffles always sounds good to me. However, every time I eat it, I feel like dog shit afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just feel like absolute shit. And the only combination I know where like I enjoy eating this in the moment, like the first couple bites are amazing. And then it's either the next day or like 2 hours later, I'm like, this is disgusting. Like it just does not sit well. I don't know if the waffle blocks the chicken from being digested or vice versa, but it just sits in a pit in my stomach. I'm like, fuck. Because it was good. You like so. That's the worst part about fast food is like you enjoy it right away.
Yeah.
And chicken and waffles isn't fast food, but
no, I know what you're saying.
But you enjoy it right away, and then about an hour later, you're like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that at all. Exactly. Just have a salad next time.
Yeah.
I
don't fuck with salads.
I like them every once in a while. I crave a salad.
I don't believe in like eating just leaves.
No rabbit food. That'd be why you're a D1 athlete.
Well, I don't know.
No,
you're definitely supposed to eat greens, and I don't too much.
Yeah, it's all right.
That is what it is.
No, every once in a while I crave a salad. It's usually Sundays if I have like a bender weekend, kind of like this weekend.
Me too. I just finished day 4.
Day 4? Dude, I saw I know you're kind of like me where you don't post a lot of stuff on social media, and I saw you with Riestra.
Yeah.
At the bars. I was like, oh shit, there must be kind of, if you're like me, when you post stuff, you're like, you're probably a little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were out, the Lime scooters?
Yeah.
We were letting those rip at about 3 a.m.
I saw that. I was in Denver this weekend, and they have those scooters everywhere, Lime and Lyft, and I love like just scooting around.
They're so much more fun.
I call them scoot, so they just fucking go.
We're always like, should we Uber or should we Lime? And I'm always go with the Lime.
Go with the Lime. Especially in Milwaukee, if you're just going bar to bar. Yeah. Just go grab the Lime.
They have like zones now where you can't do it in certain areas.
It just turns off, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think from what I heard, I don't know if it's true, it's because people were tossing them into the river.
I wouldn't doubt that people are tossing scooters into the river in Milwaukee. Yeah, I think the other rules too is they kind of shut off some places. Like if you're ripping them at 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know if you got like lucky, but I think a lot of times, and I could be wrong, but I think in Denver they said they just turn off at like midnight.
Oh really? Because
everyone was driving them home just absolutely plastered.
Yeah.
Which is obviously dangerous as hell.
And illegal.
Yeah. I mean, is that driving under the influence?
Alex said it was, and he's trying to be a cop, so I trust him with the laws a little bit.
Well, he's trying to be a cop. Well, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's working on it.
He's working on it.
Still in school.
Doesn't know all the laws yet. He could have missed this one.
Yeah. But he's usually got a pretty good idea on that kind of stuff. So
that's good. Yet he's the one driving it at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It doesn't mean he abides by them, but he knows about them.
No, yeah, I love those scooters. Those scooters are so much fun. Speaking of which, I had to tell you this. So I flew back at 5 o'clock this morning.
That's when you got in, or that's when you left?
So my plane left at 5:50. So I took the 3:45 a.m. train with my buddy Heilman.
Did you even go to bed last night?
Yeah, I went to bed early. We didn't drink at all. We just kind of watched a movie and just we all hung out. And so we get on this train. It's 3:45 in the morning. I'm dog tired, and I'm like, just leaning on my bag trying to sleep for the 35-minute train ride. And the security guards, he's so energetic. I'm like, dude, I get it. You're used to this, it's your job. Right. And he was nice.
Like, this is not the time for this.
Not the time. Like, all right, just like stop trying to talk to everyone. And all of a sudden he just starts talking to this group of guys. I can't see them right by the door. And they're like, we're getting off on this exit. And I can tell kind of what he's saying. He's like, you don't want to be that guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, I think giving someone like life advice because it looked like they were going to do something stupid.
Okay.
Well, eventually, like, we get to one of the stops, and I'm half asleep, and you hear at the top of your lungs, everybody, wake the fuck up. One of those screams where it sounds like they were getting on the train, and a gun was about to come out. Like, hey, everyone, like, like in a movie, or like everyone down. Pay attention, bang, bang, I'm here to rob the bank.
Right.
So I'm on high alert. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You just, like, snap awake.
I see them then just, like, ride 2 bikes off the train. I'm like, okay, so they're leaving. Like, there's no, like, issue that's going to be had. And then we get to our final stop, which is the airport. And he goes up to one guy who he hasn't talked to at all. He goes, sir, because you have an axe, I'm going to need you to leave first. I was like, an axe? Why'd we let him on in the first place?
Right.
And he stood right up. He goes, okay, but to be honest, it's more of a hatchet. Actually, more like of a multi-purpose utility tool because it has a few notches in the blade. And as he stands up and walks past me, this man, around his neck, like a fucking necklace, has a grinder. An electronic?
Yeah, like an angle grinder.
Electrical grinder, angle grinder, around his neck, and then an actual hatchet around his shoulder. I'm like, who lets this guy on the train that's going to the airport?
Yeah, unless maybe he was like doing work there, but I don't know what you'd need a hatchet for.
Didn't have construction clothes on.
Oh, he was just like a regular looking dude.
That's his necklace.
That's hilarious.
Instead of the giant clock, he's got giant power tools.
Yeah.
I looked at Jay. I'm like, thank God we're getting off here.
Right.
I didn't see him when we got off the train either. I'm like, I don't know where he went. Hopefully he's working on the broken down train that was behind us, but
yeah, probably not.
That I was like, ooh, that was one of the freakier train rides. Or more alarming train rides I've ever been on. And I haven't been on a lot of trains, but...
Yeah. I took the trains, like, for the first time when I went to school, because you have to do that mass transit stuff, and there's some weird people on the train, so I can only imagine.
Weird.
Yeah.
Everyone lies, too. Like, every time I've taken that train, someone... the one in Denver, someone has been like, I'm actually getting off on this stop. My ticket only says for... here, like, they lie about their stops just to, like, there's a lot of time it's homeless people and stuff like that because they just want to either get out of the weather or they just want, like, a ride to, like, kill time or something like that. And it's always, all I hear is the security guards be like, dude, get off the fucking train. And no one moves. I don't know if they can't do anything, but, because I think they're security and not police. So I don't know how much force they can really use.
Yeah, I don't know either. But, yeah, it's always, like, the homeless people and they're just, like, looking for something to do or somewhere to be.
Exactly. And just he went up so casual to that guy with the axe. He goes, sir, because you have an axe, I'm gonna need you to leave first.
Right. He's probably he's seen it all, so he's just.
Oh, he's like, I've seen this guy before, or like this is nothing. A guy walked in with an AK before.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that freaked me out this morning.
Yeah. Not
slept the whole plane ride, but
yeah.
Can you sleep on planes?
Not unless I'm really tired. I can't get comfortable because I'm like tall,
so
like my knees are like in the back of the seat the whole way anyways. Even just sitting there is uncomfortable, so sleeping,
I hate
it's
it.
Tough.
I hate it. I like that early in the morning I was able to knock out for a bit, but it's always I'm like awake, like doing this all the time, and I flinch a lot.
Me too.
So like you fall asleep and you wake up and you're doing this and you're like, shit,
sorry.
You're like, thank God it's all. I've never hit someone. Like, it's my biggest fear if I just, like, flinch and I just smack the guy in the face.
You do, like, a big flinch? Like, you would actually hurt them?
I don't think
I just kind of, like, twitch.
I twitch, but, like, I think it's over-exaggerated when I do it. I could be completely wrong, but, like, because I do it, I wake up right away and I'm like, I feel my arm over here or whatever, or, like, my leg kicks and so my body goes like this. And I just don't want people to look at me. I'm like, all right, you fucking freak.
Yeah. They definitely would.
But I can't. I'm with you. I can't get comfortable.
Yeah. I even got one of those, like, neck pillow things. Thought that would help. It doesn't help for me.
Do you know apparently I saw
you're supposed to wear them the other
in the
way.
Front.
I saw that too. I've never done it. But it kind of makes sense.
So you can just go like this and sleep?
I think so.
Because, I mean, I was always wondering, like, those never looked comfortable. And the people had them here, I'm like, my head is just, like, forward now like this. I can't lean back. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that makes sense to have it up front. It makes so much more sense. Where you can lean back or you could lean forward.
Yeah, because you usually have a headrest anyway.
Exactly.
So I'm more of like a lean to the side kind of guy when I'm using that anyway. But so it doesn't really.
I want to extend my legs all the time, but you have that backpack underneath the seat.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you can't do it.
You always have like the biggest backpack to try to like save some.
Exactly. You don't want to carry on or whatever because you got that $14 flight just to save money. They have you in the back of the bus. No, I always try and put my foot like kind of underneath it, but like next to the backpack, so it's like semi-extended. Yep. And it's like this is terrible. I try to do too.
Like, I'll have enough room so I can get one foot in. Yeah. And I'll just have to like rotate, like slide the backpack over.
Yeah. That's why I go for people. It's 50-50. You're either an aisle or you're a window. Mm-hmm. What are you?
I wish there was both. I like when I get my one seat on the side because sometimes I have to fly pretty small planes.
Yeah.
If I get the one seat on the one end because it's like 2x1.
Yeah.
That's great because I love looking out the window, but I also love to have
that little extra leg room into the thing until they come by with the cart and like, sir, you got to move it. I'm like,
yeah. But if I have to pick like when it's like the typical 3x3, I think if it's a long flight, I'm definitely going aisle.
Yeah.
If it's like here to Chicago, I'd rather go in the window.
Same.
To look.
If it's here to Chicago and like I'm really excited that I'm flying, I think I could look out the window a little bit, but
it also depends on time of day. For me.
Exactly. I'm also only looking out the window if it's like a daytime to daytime flight. If it's morning to like early morning to mid afternoon or like noon or like 8 o'clock at night to midnight flight, I'm not. That window's closed. You don't want to be the guy that has the window open and everyone's trying to sleep and lights just coming in.
I'm that guy.
You're like, fuck those guys.
I'm like, this is my window. I'm going to have it open because I want to look.
I paid for this. I got here first.
Yeah.
Do you fly like the same airline all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you? United.
United. I'm Southwest.
Do you just like Southwest?
Yeah.
Or is it just... Because for me, I fly United because it's like the only one that goes here to there direct.
So yeah, that's nice. Southwest, they just added, because a lot of places I've just been flying lately have been Nashville or Denver. Mm-hmm. They just added a direct flight from Milwaukee to Nashville. They have them from Milwaukee to Denver, which is nice. I don't know. For me, it's 50-50. I talked about this yesterday where I kind of like that. It depends on your check-in time with Southwest, so there's no assigned seats. First come, first serve.
I've used
so if you check in right away, you get like a good seat. And I could have booked my flight like the day before, and I could still get a nice seat.
Right, that's cutthroat. People are like they're on.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, like if you're for my flight there, this past Thursday, my phone had to remind me to check in, which means it's too late to check in.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, hey, this is the time you can check in, which means everyone else has already checked in. So instantly I was like, your boarding group.
Like G or whatever.
Yeah, Z99. I'm like, oh, really? Am I sitting in the bathroom with someone else?
Probably.
Yeah.
You're riding shit.
And that was literally, I checked in 2 minutes past the allowable check-in time. And you're like, you're in Group C. I was like, fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
But then again, so like, it's like I said, 50-50. It's nice if you can get it right away. So if you check in right at the time, you're probably going to be late A's, early B's, which means you're going to be able to pick kind of your seat. But then if you have a 5:50 in the morning flight and you're not going to be up at 5:50 in the morning the day before, you're like, well, I just kind of have to bite this bullet and sit in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I actually got lucky. Some guys just like, I was row 6. I was one of the last people to board, and just no one wanted to sit next to this guy, and I had an aisle seat in like the 5th row, so I got off the plane early too.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah.
Like everybody's always like pushing to get like on and off the plane, and I'm always the one that's just like sitting there. I'm like, you're not gonna get there any faster.
No. Yeah, I hate that. Like when you're in the back of the plane and everyone stands up, like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, it's gonna be another 30 minutes before we even should be standing up to get our bags.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it takes so long for some people. I get like when people have like wheelchair needs, it's like, all right, we got to get them off. But it should be for how quickly everyone gets up in the back of the plane. You'd think the front of the plane would be like that.
Right.
Just get up, grab your stuff, and go.
Yeah.
I don't know, what are you looking at?
It shouldn't be that hard.
Like, no one's stuff ever comes out of the bag. Like, they say that, like, check the above luggage in case things came out during flight. I mean, we weren't doing barrel rolls. Nothing came out of your fucking bag. Grab it and go.
Yeah.
And if you lost it, you know what you probably lost was, like, a book. Whatever. Yeah. Go buy another book.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Oh, well. So you're flying United back next Saturday then?
Correct. But I have to drive down to O'Hare because since, like, COVID, they've kind of dropped the direct ones out of Milwaukee.
That's not bad then.
So I would have had to fly down to O'Hare and then fly out of there, but I would have had to do, like, an early morning deal and then sit in O'Hare for, like, 4 hours. My dad's like, I'll just drive you down and we'll skip that part of it.
Yeah, that's nice. I've done that a few times, even for flights to Denver and Nashville, because it's significantly cheaper, too. Yeah. So, like, there are some direct flights out of Milwaukee, and they're like, yeah, it's $500. And I go, all right, how about out of Chicago? And they're like, it's $150. Yeah, I'll be taking that one.
Yeah, because I'll
pay for the $30 bus, actually. I'll just take the bus from Milwaukee to Chicago. It takes you right to the airport for $30.
Take the bus there. That's cool.
Yeah. It'll take you right to the airport. And once you get near there, they'll ask you, like, what's your airline? And they'll drop you off in front of your
Is it like a Greyhound bus?
It's like a Badger coach.
Okay.
So, yeah, like a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, same deal.
But, yeah, that's pretty nice. I've flown a lot lately, and I don't know. It's kind of I'm getting, like, real sick of how inefficient a lot of these, like, airports
you really notice when you fly a lot. Because, like, when you fly not too often, like, when you're little going off for, like, a vacation, like, once every year, every 2 years.
You're excited.
Like, you're so excited, so you don't even notice it. You're just like, I just want to get there.
Yeah, I just want to go. I don't care what's happening. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, we got delayed a half hour. You're like, I don't fucking care. I'm going to Disney World. Whereas now, we talk about this on the way there because my flight got delayed on the way there this weekend. I go, I miss traveling when we were kids because
so much more exciting.
You didn't have to take care of travel plans. You didn't buy the flight. You're going to a place for you specifically.
Yep.
Like, your parents are paying for everything. So, like, I'm going from cold Wisconsin to warm Florida. Yeah. I'm going to go see Mickey Mouse.
You got to pick out snacks.
You got to pick out, exactly.
Like,
you got your movies. Like, your parents, like, you got enough movies to watch on the plane. Like, all right, cool. I can watch, like, 4 Power Rangers episodes or something like that.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I'm ready to
go. Exactly. And now it's, don't get me wrong, I still get excited to travel, like, airport. Whether it's, like, it's annoying to be at sometimes, but it's still one of my favorite places because you know you're either going somewhere really cool or coming back home. You're like, all right, I've had enough. Let's go relax. But now instead of packing movies and snacks, I'm grabbing my computer so I can edit a podcast, or my buddy's doing work calls, and then flight's delayed. And you're like, fuck this. I'm going to miss what I wanted to do there because we're on a time crunch, and then it's just more money you're spending at the airport.
Yeah, that sucks. I think I had like an 8-hour delay once, like I think it was last year, like flying from here to school. I just sat in the airport all day. It was brutal.
Dude,
and it was like the old part too, so it's just like it smelled weird.
Yeah.
And everything like seemed a little bit dirty just because it was so old. I hated it.
Was it you stayed in Milwaukee waiting to fly out? O'Hare. Yeah, fuck that. So if you were in Milwaukee and that happened, I would have been like,
I would have gone home.
I would have just Ubered home. I mean, it would have been worth it. You literally could have taken a nap, made dinner, and done an activity and worked out and be like, all right, I can go back.
Yeah, my dad dropped me off at O'Hare, like same deal.
Yeah.
Because actually it was my flight out of Milwaukee got canceled the night before because of like a storm or something, and so I missed like class and practice the next day, and then I had to fly home, and I thought I was going to get canceled again. Like it just kept getting pushed off. It was like an hour, and then it was like 3 hours, and it just kept getting pushed off. And I got back at maybe like 11 or 12 at night, and I had practice at 5 o'clock.
Fuck that.
I had to get up at like 5. I think we started at 6 that day, and I forgot to set my alarm. So it was just like a miracle that my assistant coach like posted something on our, like we use an app called SportsU. It's just like a way for them to like post things to the whole team.
Okay.
And he like posted something. It was like something we had to do later on in the day or whatever. Just like fill this out. Like 20 minutes before we started, and I just like heard it. I like checked my phone. I'm like, oh fuck,
shit.
I gotta go.
That's terrible. When
So,
you realize you haven't set an alarm, but you wake up anyways, you're like, fuck, my body's not prepared for this at all.
And I was like so afraid of missing it. I'm just like, I get up, like throw clothes on quick. It's like I said, my flight was canceled because of a snowstorm.
Yeah.
It was like brutal outside. I'm just booking it to our athletic facility, just like trying to
through
get
the
in there.
Snow.
Yeah, it's more like slush because it's kind of like a rainy snow there.
Yeah.
So I'm just like hauling it through it. Do you know the Hey Dude shoes? You know what I'm talking about? They're kind of like mesh.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, we talked about this last time, I think. Or
I don't know.
No, we talked about it on Dan. Is it like they're slip-ons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
they're so nice.
Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
But anyways, I was wearing those and they're like mesh, so like my feet are getting like soaking wet, and I'm just hauling ass at whatever it was, like 5:45 at the time. And then I get into the locker room and I'm just like panting, like trying to throw my shit on.
Like I don't need to work out at all anymore.
Like I couldn't brush my teeth, and that was so gross because I got to wear a mouth guard, right? So then I got to put that in. I'm just thinking about the whole time. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to take this out and wash it after this. This is so nasty. But that was, I was so lucky that like, just that alert happened at the time it did, and just happened to wake me up with enough time to sprint over there.
I think I've had those moments so many times in my life where I've forgotten alarms, and just like something random has woken me up, like by the grace of God, just right in time. Like even something as little as before I left this weekend, I wanted to work out before my flight, so I set an alarm for like 5:30. I was like, just get up and go to the gym, and like 5:25 hit, and I woke up. I'm like, why isn't my alarm going off? I set like 3, and I looked, and I was like, I had turned all of them off apparently. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm up. Right. Okay, thank God. Like I think my other brother was getting ready for work, and I just heard like the toilet flush and woke up. I'm like, wow, that's lucky. That hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
But dude, you're saying like you haven't brushed your teeth. Brushing my teeth now is like, you know, like when you're younger, that's like the last thing you want. Like their parents like, go to bed, brush your teeth. Like I don't fucking do that. Like brush your teeth, at least for me, or like go shower. Like
it's totally
any of that. It is one of those things. Showering and brushing my teeth. If I don't do them, I don't feel like a normal human being. Like I will shower if I like 2 to 3 times, not 3 times, but like sometimes twice a day. Yeah. Just like even a small activity, I'm like, you probably don't need to. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna shower. Yeah. I want to feel as clean as possible. The teeth, oh my God. Yeah. When you forget, like when you're drunk or something like that, and you forget the night, as you pass out, the next morning you wake up and you're like,
especially with all that like the alcohol in your mouth, that's just
it especially just makes if you had like a sugary shot or something, and it's just like I feel it like coating my teeth. You're like, fuck, I want to lose my teeth. Right. But no, and you just scrub forever. It's fucking gross. Like that was the first thing. That's usually the first thing I do when I wake up after drinking. Is like I want to go brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth and take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shower can wait a little bit. The teeth. Yeah. Is like something like I want to like probably gonna talk to my roommates or something like that in college. I don't want to taste the night before the entire conversation.
Yeah, that, and also like I feel so bad if I'm like talking to somebody and I haven't brushed my teeth. Like they probably can't smell it, but it definitely doesn't smell like it.
But they also probably can't.
They might be able to, and then like if they can, you know, they're not gonna say anything because they're nice people.
Exactly.
So I mean, you're just like putting them through it, and they're just sitting there like, ugh.
That's when you have like your parents. Like when I'd come back home in college and I would go out the night before, and I would just like you did, I would sleep too late. And my mom's like, you got to get it on the bus, I'm picking you up, and I wouldn't be able to shower. And I'd get in her car when she would bring me back home. She goes, you reek of booze. I'm like, I know, okay? I don't think it's that bad. I can't smell it. Yeah. You're probably still a little drunk. But that's like, people can smell it, and they probably, like you said, are being nice. Yeah. But then you have your parents like, when your parents tell you like, oh, I smell bad, or you smell bad, you're like, fuck, I wonder how many times I've smelled like this with other people. Yeah. It's gross.
Like we went to the Brewer game yesterday, and
did we win?
It was so hot. Yeah, it was actually pretty sick. Yelich hit a grand slam in the 8th. It was pretty sick.
I might have to go watch that highlight one more.
Yeah. He well, I'll talk about that quick. Yeah. But so they had bases loaded, and then we were playing Washington.
Yeah, Nationals.
Yeah. So their pitcher hit the dude and walked him, so he walked a run home to give us the lead. It was 4-4, so then it went up 4-5. And then Yelich comes up, and I think it was a full count because he fouled off like 4 in a row, or something like that. And then he just got a hold of one and just like ripped it out. And
dude, that
everybody was just going
nuts.
insane. Yeah,
that's sick. I haven't been to a game yet this year.
Yeah.
What were you saying before I interrupt you with?
So it was just so hot in Miller Park yesterday.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It was brutal. So like we're all just like dripping sweat, and then we're done and we're like, yeah, we're gonna go out later tonight. I'm like,
I want to shower before I go out.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going home. So they live on the east side.
Yeah.
So we went back to their place, and I like text Joey. I'm like, come pick me up, because like I had my dad drop me off earlier because I wasn't gonna drive anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, come pick me up. Like I'll drive a car back down, and so I had Joey come pick me up. I drove all the way back home.
Which for people who don't know is like still like downtown.
35 minutes.
Yeah, with the traffic, it'll take probably 30 minutes after a Brewer game.
Yeah.
But normally Miller Park to Franklin's probably like 20, 25.
Well, it wasn't even Miller Park to Franklin. It was like UWM.
American Family Field.
No, well, okay. That's not what I meant. But yeah.
But yeah, you went back to their place. So
by UWM.
Yeah,
so that's even further north.
Yeah. So yeah, probably with American Family Field traffic too, you're probably 30 minutes, but that's not the point. You went home to shower.
Went home to shower to then drive all the way back to go out. Yeah. Because I didn't want to smell like terrible to anybody that was around me. Like people would totally understand, because like I would still be in my Brewers gear. They'd be like, oh yeah, you were at the game, and something like after everybody's like jumping around in the bar.
But it's a mental thing.
But it's a mental thing too.
Yeah, I know too. Like that's a weird thing for me is, and a lot of my friends are like this too. But like if I'm gonna go out, I have to have pants on.
Oh really?
I don't like 9 times out of 10 I have to have pants on. If I was at a Brewer game and we're going out afterwards and I wasn't drenched in sweat and I can be like, all right, I can make it out, then I'll just leave like the shorts and the jersey. I don't care. But if we're like, hey, we're going out tonight, I'm putting pants on. If it's the summer, I still have pants on.
Is it because like you don't like if people drop a drink and it like spills?
No, it's literally just like for me, I associate pants with like. So like I have no problem not being dressed up at like you're going to a bar. I don't need to look nice, but I also don't like looking like a slob. So I just like pants to me just seem more put together than shorts.
Yeah,
shorts just seem like you're kind of like whatever.
Right.
I get that. Wrong. I've gone out a plenty amount in shorts.
Sure.
But if it's like, hey, we're gonna get ready to go out, my first instinct isn't to go find a pair of shorts. It's like go find a pair of pants and then something light on top if it's hot outside.
I'm more like a comfort thing. So like, I'm gonna be way too hot in pants, so I'll usually go with shorts.
Yeah, it's fair. I'll sacrifice a little comfort, mainly because once you get into a bar, usually it's air conditioned in the summer, so then you're not as hot.
Yeah, you got all the body heat.
Yeah, and then you start drinking, and then you don't think about it as much. Now if I'm day drinking, I don't give a fuck what I wear. I will go out in these ripped up shorts. There's a hole where like if I wasn't wearing underwear, you would see my ass.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I would go out in those. I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, nighttime pants. It's a weird habit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mental stuff. As long as you feel you look good, you feel good, you play good. I mean, you probably have a certain comfort level when you play lacrosse. Like if you were wearing a weird pair of I might not be this severe, but like if you have like you're used to a certain set of compression shorts and then you have this new pair on and they don't fit like the other ones did.
Yeah. I always wear the same ones.
Yeah, you feel like I'd feel a little odd going out.
Yeah. I wore ones that I like cut off because ours were like really long.
I hate that. I
didn't like them being so long, and they were like tight at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't like stretchy at the bottom. It was like an actual.
Just like one size. This isn't gonna.
Well,
move.
I mean, I guess there was a little bit of stretch to it because like the compression material is stretchy, but I'm trying to think what it is. Oh, the thread. You know how like the thread doesn't stretch.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like tight at the bottom. So I would just like cut those off halfway.
Fair.
And it was fine for a little while, but I cut them probably a little too short, so I was getting like chafe after like.
There's like a happy medium where like I don't like them too long where they're all of a sudden because my shorts are usually a little shorter. I don't like all of a sudden
I don't like them hanging
out too much. Like if they peek through, whatever.
Yeah.
But then if you get them too short, because this leg, like not this leg, but like your leg here is gonna like change size when you move it. They ride up a lot, and then all of a sudden you're wearing a thong. You're like, I hate this. So then you're in the middle of a game or a workout, and you're trying to adjust your nutsack and your compression source. You just look like the guy that's touching himself.
Especially because like when I cut it off, like I cut off the part that wouldn't stretch,
keeps it tight,
keeps it down. But I had to do it. I couldn't have them because they would be like down to here. Yeah. I didn't like it. And sometimes I would like try to roll it up, but then it was like the opposite. It wouldn't like ride up. It would like ride down.
Ride back down, yeah.
Because it's like trying
it's so
to get
tight, and if it can't go this way, it's gonna go the other direction. Yeah, dude, that's another thing that's changed for me is short length preference.
Yeah.
When I think we all were younger,
it was like
if they didn't go past my knees, no way was I wearing those. Now, if they touch my knee at all or even close,
I need
a fucking chance.
At least that much.
I think my usual shorts are like the 7-inch shorts.
Yeah,
I can't do the 5 where like I'm constantly here.
I don't even know what these are. These are the Lulu ones. These are not 5s. These are probably
those are 7s. Yeah. Those got to be 7s. I have the exact same shorts.
I hate these because
no pockets. You're going to the microphone.
Oh, sorry. I was just showing you. Yeah, they have the inside pocket, and that's so useless.
Okay, so I have those exact shorts. I cut that out. I literally cut for those. So I have those and the black ones that have the black one has the inside pocket as well. Mm-hmm. But I cut the underwear out in those. And they don't have the pockets on the sides. So like I strictly like I'll wear them to work out and that's it. Mm-hmm. I left the black ones because then I don't know, the gray you can see everything then. Yeah. Black kind of hides anything if you're not wearing the underwear and you're only wearing the compression shorts that are given. So I'll leave that one in there. And I'll use that inside pocket. And those are like my travel shorts. But I agree. Shorts without pockets can go fuck themselves.
Yeah. Like what's the point of that?
And that pocket here is so fucking small. Right. It's so small.
It like barely fits my phone.
It fits an iPod Shuffle like comfortably. That it's like stretched out. You have to like open it up really to get your phone.
I had to. It doesn't go in there easy.
No, I mean I guess it's probably by design so it's not moving anywhere when you run.
Yeah, I mean they're for like working out and stuff, so they want it to be tight
also,
when you're running.
I can't work out and have my phone just here. And like if I don't want my phone in my pocket here, I don't want it closer to my leg.
I only use this pocket like working out if I'm like just running.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit in your hands, right?
Yes, but if I'm doing like any other working out, like I'm gonna be hitting this with like a weight, something like that.
It's dumb.
So it's.
I just toss it. I mean, I have.
I throw on
the Bluetooth headphones or the AirPods, so I just toss them aside. Dude, how controlled are we by fucking not controlled, but like Apple?
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at my computer, my watch, both our phones. I just said I have AirPods. You probably do too.
No, all I have is the phone by Apple.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just me who's.
Well, I just like I didn't want to spend the money on AirPods.
I got as a Christmas gift.
I got fake ones. They're called like Happy Plugs
or
something like that. They work enough. The only reason I want them, I used Joey's AirPods like all last summer just for running.
Yeah.
Because I hate having the cord now.
Oh yeah, it's so annoying.
So I would just put the AirPods in for running, and I got them for free, the fake ones, because so they did like a little giveaway thing at my school.
Yeah.
For I think it was like a photo contest, and I took one of my NJIT hats.
Yeah.
And I like put my lizard on top of it, and I took a picture of it because it was like a pet thing.
Yeah.
Pet photo.
Do you have
contest.
the lizard with you at school?
It's at school.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a lizard.
Yeah, I'm a lizard father.
And you just got like a free pair of headphones out of it.
Yeah, I won the contest, and I got to choose. It was like $50 from the bookstore.
Yeah.
And that was $50 at the bookstore. So.
Oh, and the headphones were at the bookstore.
Yeah.
Okay. If they're gonna say it's either bookstore or the headphones, I still would want the headphones.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah. They're like, just pick something and let me know what you want, and we'll ship it to you. And I was like, oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll take these headphones because I only use them. Like they're not this good. They're not as good of sound quality as like AirPods.
Yeah.
But they're fine for running. Like I just want to be able to not hear myself breathing and stuff. Like I just want something to have.
Yeah, you want some noise. Do Do you prefer, like, I hate the headphones that go into your ears. Like, I prefer, like, the stereotypical Apple headphones that, like, when you got them for free with the cords that just kind of, like, rest, like, in your earlobes. I hate the ones that go, like, inside. It sounds like tunnel music to me.
Yeah.
I also don't care about, like, I need the best bass or whatever, because I'm also not listening to that kind of music. Like,
right.
Mine's more, like, country, and, I mean, I listen to other stuff as well, but I don't really want to turn the bass up for She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy.
Yeah.
It would sound real fucking weird.
Yeah, I use, like, mostly, like, over-the-head ones.
Really?
Like, even for working out, because they're, like, noise canceling. Like, it just puts me in my own little world there.
And I guess if you're, like, just lifting weights, those aren't going to shift as much. That was just always my concern.
What does bother me is, like, they have, like, fake leather.
Yeah.
For, like, the earpieces.
Does it stick?
No, it doesn't stick, but, like, I'll sweat, and then it slips off.
Oh, really?
Like, if I'm, like, laying down on a bench, it'll start sliding off. And then as soon as I sit up, they just fly off the back of my head.
Yeah. That's not like I think they'd fall off all the time. My buddy, I think he said he used to use those all the time in college, and he would go on runs with them on the treadmill, and he said he would sweat so much with those that he broke them. So that's why he got AirPods. Like I think the AirPods, you're not getting as much, like,
probably not
liquid or sweat into them because it's such a smaller thing.
Yeah.
So that's why he got them.
Speaking of sweating a lot, have you been in, like, a steam room?
Yeah, and I'm
like,
actually
not a sauna, but like a steam room.
Yeah, and I'm actually very recently, and I'm genuinely concerned I burned myself because I have this. I'll show you later. I have this mark on my stomach. It hasn't gone away, and it's the only thing I can think of that would have happened.
Really?
Yeah, but
I went in, like, for the first time the other day. Like, I've been in a sauna before, which is, like, the dry heat, but the steam room, dude, I wore my boxers in because I didn't know we had a steam room, and I found it. I'm like, I got to use it. At
Where?
Innovative.
Oh, Innovative. Yeah.
Like, I got their student thing, so I get 3 months over the summer.
I used to work out there when I was in high school.
And I don't have to, like, commit to anything, which is kind of nice. But they have a steam room there, and I went, and I just went in my boxers, and after, like, 10 minutes, bro, I swear it looked like I pissed myself, like, completely.
Oh, dude, you were
It was
dripping.
so bad.
Well, like, you have the steam that's also, like...
Yeah, and you're sweating.
Yeah, it feels good, though.
Oh, yeah, I felt
it feels
better
so
afterwards.
good. To be okay, how would I describe it? It feels good while you're in there to a degree. The best feeling in the world is when you step out.
Yeah, or if you're sitting in there and someone, like, opens the door to come in,
like,
and you just get that, like, blast of cold.
You're like, oh shit, is that
feels
nice?
So nice.
Yeah, it's like I would equate it to what I think a runner's high would be like, where you at some point you start running, you're like, this kind of sucks. Then you're in there for a while, you're like, I kind of like this. My body's getting used to it. I know this is benefiting me. But then when you finally stop and you get that cold air or that runner's high, that is so fucking nice.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, and then you're like, I just did something good for my body.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to really move.
And I'm done.
It's the best part about a lot of physical activities when you stop.
Right.
But yeah, we talked about it last time. Are you going back to a different workout plan now? Or, oh no, you're doing that when you're done with college.
Yeah. I'd like to
work out more
for like, how I look, not so much for athletic ability.
Yeah. You don't need to squat 250. You just want to look like you squat 250.
Right.
Yeah. Well, 250, you probably can do that with your eyes, with one leg. I was going to say eyes closed. You could definitely do it with your... Actually, I bet you squatting with your eyes closed would be tough.
That's probably super hard because you lose, like, all your balance.
Exactly. I wonder what I could do with my eyes closed. Probably not a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Without falling over?
I feel like I don't even know if I'd be able to do it at all. I mean, body weight probably.
You could easily do the body weight.
But, like, having weight on your... I'd probably a bar, too, at least.
I bet you could do a plate, but it would be a little scary.
Yeah.
Like, how much...
I feel like I would fall, like, forward before I, like, started doing... I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would, too. Just you're
like,
that
you just
guy,
start going forward, and then you just, like...
Dude, that would be... Imagine having, like, you're falling forward, open your eyes, and you're like, I don't know how to correct this one.
Yeah.
And you just have to let it go.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to, like, any kind of lifting where I had to use, like, the safety stops at all. So I couldn't, like, squat and, like, you're trying to get back up and you just have to, like, drop it off your back. I don't think I've had to do that yet. Have you?
Yeah, you just sit back down, though.
Yeah.
I don't have to, like, drop it.
What do you mean?
Like, you just... you set the safety bars to a point where you can just
yeah. Well, that's the thing is because I haven't
sit back down.
done it. I've never really like set it the right
okay.
way. Like usually you're supposed to do it so like you go basically to where you hit the safety things and you go back up. Yeah, mine are like probably a foot drop.
Yeah, so then you have to throw it.
Yeah.
If you're like on a platform, I've thrown it down before. Like
yeah.
I've tried to do a hang clean and missed it, and I just like have to let it go because I'll get it like up to here, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that. The hang cleans are. There's no point in me doing that. I think.
Right. That's the kind of thing that's like more for like athletics, where it's not so much for aesthetics.
Yeah, it'd probably benefit me.
Oh, definitely.
For
it's
sure,
not like
but
like any working out is gonna be good.
Yeah.
But that's something that's like power based and like hip movement and stuff like that. You know, so it's not so much like.
Dude, I need it. Oh, dude, we went to a concert at Red Rocks this weekend. And I don't know if I like just stood wrong the whole concert, but my knee, it felt like my knee was swollen afterwards. And when we went on a hike the next day, my hip, it was like it couldn't move. Like I could walk fine, but once I did like one of these like stretches, I'm like, holy fuck, I can't move it anywhere.
Like locked up.
Yeah, I need to do more hip mobility stuff. Yeah, I hate that this time's out. It's all right.
I was talking to Joey about this the other day because we were talking about how I like had to come redo this.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I didn't really have like a ton of stories on the last one.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was trying to think of something where like Andrew and I were just like pestering the shit out of you when we were little, but I couldn't think of anything except for one that I was kind of like a little bit like wishy-washy on, and I wasn't sure if it was like if you remember it at all.
All right,
but
let's hear it.
I think you were over by Joel.
Okay.
And
yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, it's a good start.
All right, and I don't know where Andrew and I were, either your house or my house, but it was just like you and Joel were in the basement, and we like snuck into his house. Like, I don't think his parents were home or anything, but we just like came in and like snuck down. You know how he had like the sectional, and we were like hiding behind the couch, and you guys like saw us. I don't remember what went down after that, but Andrew stole Joel's phone, and we went back to my house, and like we were just like walking into my garage, and Joel like just came hauling ass across the street.
I don't remember that. However, that sounds 110% on par with both of you at that age, for sure. Especially Andrew being like the little devil he was. Yeah, no, I mean, I was thinking that too. I was like, all right, we didn't really do any interview style questions. I was trying to think of stories as well. I'm like, I don't.
Like, do you remember anything where we would like just like mess with you and you'd be like, fuck these two little kids?
No, I don't think we ever like, fuck you guys. I know like it's tough because I think as the older kids, we're not looking at the younger kids as like, oh, we want to hang out with you guys all the time. But I think as younger kids, you're like, these guys are who I look up to, kind of thing. Cool. So you're like, everything they did or we did, not saying you thought this way, but like at least I did when like Eric and Justin, I was like, I remember shit that they did that they probably like, I don't fucking remember doing any of that because I thought it was so cool.
Right.
But it was like an everyday thing for them.
We would always just like want to hang out with you guys, you know, like even I think when you came back from college, like Andrew and I just spent the whole day like in your car while you wanted to go buy a PS4.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I actually do. Yeah.
Like we just drove around with you all day for no reason.
Yeah, we went to like a few different stores because I couldn't find one.
A couple Best Buys because you wanted like a certain bundle or something.
Yeah, the bundle was like, oh, I would just get like the whatever Star Wars games that I played once.
Yeah.
I still have the PS4. It is a glorified Blu-ray player. That's it.
For you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't actually. Oh no, it is set up. I don't play video games anymore.
I haven't in a couple months, but I do every now and then. I'll get back into it for a while.
Yeah,
but I just feel like I don't have enough time.
Yeah, I said on here multiple times. I just a lot of times if I have a hankering to play, I don't let myself because like you could be doing something else that'll benefit you. Like either go work out again, write a joke, or find someone to do another podcast. Like you don't need to play video games. It's gonna waste your time.
Yeah.
You smell that?
Yeah.
It smells like someone's cooking. It smells fucking good.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to try to get a plate after this.
Yeah.
See if they're offering. Yeah.
It's probably them over there with the mannequin. Have you seen that mannequin?
No.
when we're done, everyone that has done this show who was like had to pee, because usually they go and we're drinking and doing this.
Right.
They walk by. I'm like, dude, who's the fucking lady in the garage that's just standing straight up? I'm like, that's a mannequin. That's fucking weird.
Yeah. Do they have it like faced out the window?
Face out the window. There's a wig. It's
they
fully clothed.
They do it on purpose.
They're doing it on purpose. Yeah.
That's funny.
I want to have her on for an episode. That'll be my next solo episode when I don't have any. Like, if I couldn't have gotten you on for before you left, I'm like, I might have to just. Oh, my mom's home. Just do it with the episode with the mannequin. And worst case scenario with that other episode, both these cameras had worked, so I still have that one.
Right.
So I might just do like you in 2 parts. Like, if you want the audio version of the first one, I'll put it up, and then I'll just put this one YouTube and audio up as well.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
One thing that's like frustrating about your podcast in a good way is like when I'm listening, like because it's like just conversational, like I just want to chime in and I can't.
I like that's for me, that's a compliment.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's why I want to say like in a good way.
That's how I know I like certain podcasts is like if I listen to a Rogan episode or a Two Bears One Cave, and they're saying something, I'm like, I have an opinion. I have noticed myself in the car saying something out loud.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're talking to yourself. They can't hear you.
Yeah.
This was recorded a month ago.
Right.
Like, calm down. But yeah, no, I take that as a compliment.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
it's especially like because I know a lot of people that you have on.
Yeah.
So it's like it just feels like you guys are just talking and I'm just sitting there like listening in and I can chime in, but I can't.
For me, it's good too because it actually seems like a natural conversation. Yeah. None of this seems forced.
Right.
I'm like, all right, here's my next question, and then you say like one word. I'm like, fuck, I gotta fill time. What was I gonna say? I was still trying to think of a story about you and Andrew, but yeah. I mean,
like I was trying to think of not just like a story or anything, but just like specifically like us bothering you. Like I don't know if we really did it that much. That's probably
you guys probably did bother us plenty.
Yeah,
and it was probably because like we don't want to hang out with you guys, so we're like, just leave us alone. But nothing that like just comes to mind right away. Do you remember this story? It's just about me and Joel. But like, do you remember when we had the entire neighborhood looking for Joel and I at all? You might have been too young. So Joel and I hung out all the time, obviously, when you're younger.
Yeah.
And we were big into like playing Pokemon and stuff like that. Well, we would like, and we'd also build forts and shit. So
we do that all the time in the woods?
All the time. Well, not even in the woods.
Oh.
We built we can talk about that. We built the AIRSOFT arena in the woods.
That was so sweet.
Yeah,
we did that.
That was sick. That was when your little brother told us for starting a fire in the tire in the woods. And I mean, of all people to tell, he told your dad, who's a firefighter, so paramedic. But like,
I think you guys were out of there at that point. Sorry, you can go back to this in a second. But like, you guys had you were probably in high school, but Andrew, Joey, and I, it was just like us three.
Yeah.
And we were having like an airsoft war back there.
Yeah.
Just like 3 of us, and it was like I had like the better gun, so I was by myself.
Yeah, that's how it always worked. The CO2 pistols.
Yeah,
and
and
like
you know how there's like the little pit, and you could go in there to reload, and you were like safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in there reloading, and since I was the only one on the team, like they were just screwing around, and Andrew like gave Joey his pistol, and Joey's like looking just like this, or maybe it was vice versa, and then Andrew had like his first cell phone.
Yeah.
He's like trying to take a picture, or maybe it was Joey taking a picture of Andrew. I don't remember what it was.
Of you just getting mauled by 2 airsoft guns?
No, he was just like holding them up, like because I was reloading. So they're just screwing around, right? So I was reloading. They're just screwing around, like looking like this with their 2 guns, like taking pictures of each other. And
so you got like a 10-year-old with 2 pistols in the woods.
Yeah. So I finished reloading, and then they're just standing there like messing around. So I just start shooting at them, and they get a picture of when they're shot, and the dude's just like.
Do you think we could find those pictures?
I don't know, because it was on like a slide phone. I don't know.
Shit.
Maybe.
There's no way we have those.
You'd have to ask Andrew. He would have it because.
Yeah.
If he has it.
That kid breaks a phone like once every 6 months. There's no way he has those.
Yeah, I doubt he has it, but it was funny.
But no, it was.
Yeah. So you and Joel were lost.
So no, we thought we were.
Lost to the world.
Or no, we didn't think we were. The neighbor thought we were. So we built forts and stuff. And you know his guest bedroom in the basement?
Mm-hmm.
So if Kristen wasn't living there, we would like build it in there, and then there was the closet in there, and so we would build stuff in this closet because there was like all the blankets and like sleeping bags and pillows were back there, and we'd build a fort in there, and then him and I would just go play Pokemon back there, and him and I would just play Pokemon Red, Pokemon whatever, and just for hours. And we were so quiet, and so no one thinks to go look in the guest bedroom's closet. Jesus, how much stuff did you get? That's annoying. So no one thinks to go look in the closet, and we come out, and all of a sudden they're like, "Where the fuck have you two been?" We had been there for 3 hours, and I remember seeing like 12 neighbors, just like in everyone's backyards or in the street, screaming our names, like, "Where are you guys? Where are you guys?" And we're like, "We were playing Pokemon in the closet." Yeah. We're like, "What the fuck?" That's funny. Yeah, I was wondering if you ever remember that. I thought that was funny, like when that first happened, because him and I, like, we did nothing wrong, but all of a sudden we're getting yelled at.
Yeah, like you guys are just playing Pokemon.
We're literally doing the most innocent thing. We built a fort and played a video game.
Yeah.
And didn't talk. We're just being nice. And then we come outside and like, "Where the fuck have you two been?" Like, whoa. Sorry, I was trying to evolve my Charmander.
Yeah.
But no, that's it. I don't think I'll let you know if I can think of another story. Andrew probably would know one better just because he would probably take pride in just pissing me off.
Yeah.
I once sat on Andrew's chest for 30 minutes to get him to say uncle. That's a fun story.
I heard about that. Yeah.
He just kept saying uncle, and then I was dangling spit over his face. I'm like, "Say it right." And literally 30 minutes just sat on his chest in the backyard. And just like, remember the typewriter?
Oh, yeah.
The typewriter. And you sit on your chest
with like your knees
on his elbows. Yep. Yeah. And I go, "Andrew, how fast do you think I can type?" He goes, "Not fast at all. Not fast at all." I go, "I'm thinking 50 words per minute." He goes, No. And I go, on his chest. I hated when that happened to me. Like, I can't imagine. Like, and I let loose on those two.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. I forgot about the typewriter.
So did I.
If anyone watches this, go do the typewriter to your little sibling. I promise they'll listen to you next time.
Yeah. And they will hate you forever. Probably.
They will hate you forever. They'll try and do it to you, and it'll be amusing as hell. But, well, let's reiterate. You sit on their chest, knees, pin their elbows to the ground, and ask them how fast you think they can type. Or they think you can type. And then double it.
We definitely, like, all of us in our neighborhood put each other, like, through the ringer.
Oh,
we
God,
were,
yeah.
Like, playing Crush the Carrier and stuff in our backyard.
Yep. Crush the Carrier. We put us through the ringer, but I think I wouldn't ask for a better neighborhood to grow up for any person ever. Like, I think we were so lucky because it was a small neighborhood, but there were so many kids within a 8-year age range.
Yeah, and it all, like, worked out that, like, the ages, like, lined up together. So it was, like,
everyone had, like, a buddy.
Joel,
yeah.
Jake, whatnot, and then there's, like, me, Andrew, Steven, and Matt. We're all, like, pretty similar age.
Yep, and then you have Connor and Courtney.
And Matt,
they were the same Connor, Courtney, and Matt.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there was, like, we had Fechner and the Zasuetas, who were a little bit older than me and Joel.
Yeah, but they were only, like, a year or two older.
1 year older than us. Yeah. And then you have Justin and Eric, who are, like, role models and stuff. Yeah, so, like, everyone had... And then like Joey was, like, the equivalent of, like, you guys hanging out with Connor and Courtney kind of thing. Well, he was the youngest one always. So he definitely got the ringer for sure.
Oh yeah.
But like we played everything together, so we knew everyone. Everyone did sports and stuff like that. So
were you guys around when we did the walkie-talkie tag, like, in the whole neighborhood?
I don't know. We might have. If like, you did,
everybody would have walkie-talkie, and like there'd be two teams, and it was basically just like giant hide and seek.
I think I was there for that. Yeah.
We had a lot of people doing it, so I wasn't sure, but.
Okay, between that, night games when our parents would get together. I talked about that with Matt.
I remember that.
Everyone's houses had specific sports we would play.
Yeah.
So, like, ours we didn't do a ton at, but occasionally we would play football. Matt's and Joel's were backyard baseball, and then Matt's into yours was part of backyard baseball. Football at Joel's or the Fernandez and stuff like that. And we played it all the time. We'd go swimming. and you guys finally got a pool. So then, but Joel, Jake, and I were kind of gone by then.
Yeah.
So then you guys would swim, but we swim at McKenna's. What do we have? When we did the haunted tour in Joel's backyard, or the woods that we all helped build, dude, you couldn't ask for a better childhood.
No, not at all.
Like, there are zero complaints.
Yeah.
As like kids growing up, it's
so nice.
The most, like, if I couldn't draw it up any better.
Yeah.
Besides all of us being like, no, billionaires, no. I actually kind of like that. We're all like, it built character. Like, our football field was like this shape.
Oh yeah.
And the baseball diamond wasn't like, there was no right field. It was just.
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was lopsided as fuck. It was like the equivalent of playing on a baseball diamond, but home plate was between where third base and home plate should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it was like the first base line was like 2 times as long as.
We're playing. Like, how do you want to play? Tag outs or like dodgeball style?
Yeah.
So we're playing with tennis balls and like we're whipping them at people.
We definitely hurt each other a lot.
Oh God, yeah, God, yeah, it was unreal. Unreal.
It was fun.
You're about to hit an hour.
Okay.
You, like we said last episode, again, I'll put them both out so people can listen to them if they want. But you will be the second and final athlete, I guess, until you guys all graduate. I don't know how it's going to work, but second and final athlete. And you did say your goal last time.
Right.
And so to make it quick, you want a stable job.
Yeah, I'd like to.
By the time you graduate.
Start a career.
Yeah, start a career. Is there anything else more little or like fun activity you want to do by the time you turn 22?
Yes and no. I think we talked about this a little bit last time too.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get a tattoo.
Yeah.
But
you have to figure out.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to get it like now.
Really?
Know?
Yeah.
But I also want to have something that's meaningful for the first one.
Yeah. You can't rush into those.
Yeah.
I almost rushed into one this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. I went to go see Cody Gessner. I am out at what these cameras are doing right now. 1 second.
Yeah. Take your time.
No, we're good. This is just me spazzing out because nothing really works a lot. But no, I went to see Cody in Denver for a bit, and she's like, "You guys want to get tattoos tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And we almost did. Like, if we didn't go for a hike, I would have gotten like a tattoo, and that would have been the first tattoo I've gotten that I just didn't really think about.
Did you have like an idea for it?
Yeah,
or
I have
just
like
go there
I kind of have
look
2 ideas,
okay.
But I haven't really thought any of them through, like placement or whatever. Like, I knew where all these I wanted. This one, I was like, I might just get one to get one, which was, I'm kind of glad I didn't, but at the same time, that's how I kind of like. Sometimes you kind of just need to pull the trigger on things, like whether it's, everything. Like you're never gonna find the perfect spot for a lot of things, and once you get it, you're kind of just gonna maybe not tattoos, but like other things in life, you're just like, all right, I did it. It's not gonna be perfect. Yeah, can't take it back, but like it's better than never doing it.
Yeah.
But the tattoo I would take more time with, for sure. Do you know what you wanted of?
No. All I know is where.
Where?
I just want it on my arm.
Oh, your arm? Did we talk about it last time? Yeah, you want it on your arm. Matt wants Matt wants a tattoo as well. He wants it on his arm or his chest.
Yeah, I want somewhere that like you can hide it, if you have to.
Yeah. Do you want to eventually build upon that? Like,
I don't think I would go for a full sleeve.
Would you do like a half, just your bicep? I could see you doing that. I could see that looking good.
I wouldn't be against it.
No. I've contemplated doing a full sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like if I have a hard time picking what my next one is, it's gonna be real hard picking what I want on my left arm.
Yeah.
And we even like my other friend and I have like talked about like, oh, could you see yourself doing like a leg sleeve? It's like, yeah, but it's got to be left arm, right leg. Like, he wants tattoos on his thigh. I'd probably be more like forearm to start. But that's a lot of tattooing you need to think about.
Right.
Especially as like someone who, like, if we can't decide on what like our first one is, it's gonna be real tough to fill out your entire thigh.
Yeah.
And you got a lot more space of thigh than I do. But yeah. I have questions for you off camera, but thank you for coming back and doing this.
Yeah,
this was it's a lot colder. And I would say it's a lot colder. It's not as warm as last time we did it.
Yeah, those chairs are brutal.
Those chairs that we sat on, and no one's going to see those episodes because I had to delete one, and then yours is, I mean, it's not unplayable, but put it this way, there are these gray, what kind of material chairs?
Just like a fabric,
yeah,
right? Just like a typical.
We sat up when we were done, and you could see our entire body print.
Yeah.
It was disgusting,
So
absolutely disgusting. So this is way better. I actually want to check out your bikes. I didn't do it last time, but again, thank you for doing it. Well,
yeah, if you want to buy it, it's still for sale.
Yeah. Jake Baumgardt selling a bike. If anyone's interested,
yeah,
send the show. To be honest, I have my email for this show places. I've never looked at it. Maybe someone has sent me an email.
Yeah.
I fucking doubt it, but
I'm not gonna deliver too far, so keep that in mind. We're in Wisconsin.
You got to come to us, yeah. Or no, you're not bringing it back to school.
No, I'm not taking it to school.
But what if someone offered you a good deal?
It would have to be a pretty fucking good deal.
Would you have it then shipped? No, you would have to drive it.
I don't know. I'd have to look into how
much it costs. Yeah, and then just negates it.
Because I think it's not too bad to ship a bike, like if you really have to do it. Obviously,
realistically, you could throw a bike in the back of a truck, and with all the other stuff you're moving back with.
I fly back.
Yeah, well, if you were to drive stuff back, so it wouldn't be that bad. You could technically do it for free.
Right,
but
I also don't have a truck.
So yeah, he's selling a bike. Jacob Baumgardt, the second Fat Chance athlete and the second person under the Fat Chance arc. Thank you again, buddy.
Yeah, of course. Appreciate you having me on again.
Of course.